All right, guys, I don't know if you guys have seen the news, but 2 hours ago, we actually got a tweet from Ubisoft and they tweeted about a new Division standalone. So I thought I would just make this video quick here. I was supposed to make another video, but I'm actually just too excited. So yeah, I didn't have time to write a script. So we're just gonna go through everything that I want to talk about, and hopefully this will be a decent video. So the Division Heartland, which is a Ubisoft original, it's only Redstorm that's working on the game. And if you don't know about Redstorm, they have been working on Division 1 and Division 2. And they have worked on other titles as well, as we can see here. But this is the first time where they're actually gonna do their own thing with no other studio. And I actually think this is pretty cool, especially if you guys did play Div 1. You maybe know who Terry Spear is. And he always had like a similar mindset, I think. If you look at a lot of the developers when it comes to Division 1 and Dark Zone, he kind of liked how Dark Zone was, how brutal and all it was. So I think this is actually really interesting, and I really hope that he gets to do his thing, right? Because I do think he's like one of the developers that kind of looks at the game like I do, you know? So that is Redstorm. Yes, before we read the text here, we can go down here and just look at this timeline. So Division 1, Division 2, Warlords of New York, and the next thing will be the Division Heartland. On top of that, we're still getting the new content, and then mobile, novel, and the Netflix film. So this will launch before the new Division 2 content. So it's actually two separate things, which is so exciting to hear. Because like I didn't have any clue about Division Heartland. So we're getting a standalone Division game. It's exciting. So we take a look at the actual article about the Division Heartland. So they basically talk here that they have really high ambitions for the Division back in 2016. And Division did exceed their expectations, especially with the breaking the Ubisoft record in terms of sales, especially for a new IP. It was insane, right? And because of the support, it made it the most successful game in 2019 with Division 2. And apparently Warlords did really well with the expansion as well. I actually did like Warlords expansion, but it only gave me around 1 month though. But I was super addicted and like back to the Division 2 feeling with Warlords. So I had a lot of fun with that actually. Sadly these days, the content they're doing is not really appealing to me. And the way the PvP plays is just too different for what I like though. But this video is not going to be about that. So over 40 million players in total. Yada, yada, yada. Division is doing well. So while they're still working on Div 2, other Ubisoft teams have been exploring additional ways to introduce the Division to even more players. Today, we're pleased to share that Tom Clancy's Division Heartland, a free-to-play game set in the Division universe, is in development at our Redstorm studio. And as I said before, Redstorm is the studio that have been doing most of the PvP stuff when it comes to Division 1 and Division 2. They also got really praised for 1.8 in Division 1, which was a pretty loved patch by a lot of people, and it kind of came out of nowhere. So I think overall, people do like Redstorm, myself included. And I think it's good to see that they are gonna do this game. And to me, like seeing free-to-play and the Redstorm studio, it just screams PvP, right? Like it gotta be PvP. So they worked Redstorm, as I showed before, right? They worked a lot on Tom Clancy titles over the years. And yeah, make Redstorm a perfect fit for this project because they did do work on Div 1 and Div 2. So Heartland is a standalone game, so a new game. It's not a DLC or expansion to Div 2, it's just a new game. And it's gonna be free. It doesn't require previous experience with the series, but it will provide an all perspective on the universe in a new setting. So this is telling something more. Like you don't need to have previous experience with the title, so it shouldn't be story-based. Unless if it's a story-based game, it should be a complete new story so everybody understand. But at the same time, like, how long have they worked on this? 2 years? 3 years? Like, I know Redstorm was a part of Div 2 probably until 2019 E3. That was the last time I saw Terry. And he did post... Let's see if we can check it out. Yeah, so here I could find the tweet from Terry, and that was 2020, April 14th. So, yo, many of you hit me up about Division 2, so I wanted to clarify that I've been off the game and working on other things for a while. Right? And he basically tells you to direct the Division 2 feedback to other people and all that. So back here, this is over a year ago, 1 year and 1 month ago. He said he'd been working on something else for a longer time. So I would assume after 2019, or if it was 2020. No, I think it was 2019 at E3, he was up at this stage. And after that, I think they just went and worked on Division Heartland. Maybe even for a longer period of time. Because personally, I haven't seen much of Terra and Redstorm when it comes to Div 2, if you compare it to Div 1. So they might have been working on this since 2019, basically. Maybe even longer. So with that, I think it is a possibility that it could be a story-driven game. But I also do think they're going to use this opportunity to make something different than a loot shooter. I don't expect this to be a loot shooter. I expect this to be, like, since it's free to play, and also if we go back in time, there was a rumor back in the day, this is 2018 though, a Division developer working on a BR game for Ubisoft. And a free-to-play game, like how many free-to-play games have Ubisoft done? Like, I don't know too much, but I don't know a single game that is free-to-play. And the only reason I feel like they would make a free-to-play game is if it's BR, because there's no way you can compete in BR games if it's a price tag on it. You have Warzone, you have Apex, and I mean, you have Fortnite, you have so many huge games in the BR scene that are free. So with Redstorm being super PvP focused, as far as I know, and with the game being free, and with the rumors here, I think it could be a BR game or similar. Like, I think that would make a lot of sense. Of course, all I say now, you have to take with a grain of salt. This is just my thoughts and what I think. But I don't think it's gonna be a story-driven game. Even though they've done a lot of surveys and asked about story-driven games, I just don't think that that's Redstorm's strength, but I might be wrong. I just really hope for a PvP game, so that might be it. So that's why I'm saying it. But yeah, they say Redstorm perfect fit, right? And it's a standalone game. We went through that. And the game will be available in 2021 to 22 on PC. So probably late 2021 or early 2022, which is the same date that they said for Division 2, the new content, right, that drops there. So according to this timeline, Heartland should come out before the Div 2 new content, which hopefully makes me hope and believe it's gonna release in 2021, but late. Hopefully they don't release at the same time, and I'm pretty sure they won't, because that would be really dumb from them. But at least 2022 early, I would say. That's what we're looking at. But I think we're gonna get some information soon, since E3 is actually set to be in June 12th, I think, 12th, which is 1 month and 1 week. So that would probably be a good way for them to actually reveal it, because now there's not much information at all. So hopefully we will get to see something at that point. Also, I guess worth to note is that they have early test phases that you can sign up here. And thinking about it as well, I have got an email, and I'm pretty sure you guys have gotten too, but I got email from Redstorm. Let's see if I can find this. But yeah, as you can see on the screen right now, I will blur out some emails, but I got in a lot of Ubisoft user research labs, and that was for a Ubisoft Redstorm playtest, and I got one 6 months ago, actually, in 2020, early November, and I actually got one this year as well, in the end of actually just 5 days ago. So I've been getting a lot of those Redstorm emails about playtests, but I actually never got to play anything. So yeah, as you can see on the screen right now, there's plenty of invites here for Redstorm remote playtest. So they have been testing this game with NDA, of course, for quite some time right now. So if you're interested, you can just hit let me see if I can find it. Where did we go? Yeah, you can sign up here. I will give links in the description. You can choose PC and then just register, or your platform, of course. But yeah, as previously announced, brand new content will be coming to Div 2 with development led by Ubisoft Massive and support from Ubisoft Bucharest. While it's too early to discuss any special details, this update will include an entirely new game mode for Division franchise and new methods for leveling your agents. With an emphasis on increasing build variety and viability. I actually never read this one the first time I did, but that sounds interesting. Hopefully that expansion is similar to Warlords, because I actually had a lot of fun with Warlords. Mainly because they added Gear 2.0, which is something I don't like. But it gave new builds and varieties, which I mean they are saying here, they are emphasizing on, so that's always really fun. They look forward to reveal more later this year of this content late 2021 release. So the Div 2 content is supposed to be released late 2021. So I'm pretty sure, since they're saying that the standalone Heartland will be before, as you can see here, will launch before the Div 2 content. So I'm pretty sure we will have some type of beta before the end of the year, and maybe even the launch this year. But obviously that's too early to talk about. It's just me speculating and me being excited. So yeah, and they also have the Division movie with Netflix, Ubisoft Film and Television. That's gonna be cool too. I mean, hopefully I get invited and hopefully I get a role in the movie, you know, but we will see about that. But yeah, pretty cool, that one too. I think the Division story is pretty decent, at least in a movie. In a movie way, they can make it good, because I love post-apocalyptic stuff, and it would be just really dope to see. Hopefully they have a lot of the stuff from the game in it as a meme, but that's not gonna be a thing. I'm just ranting, blah blah blah. The film also will first step in a broader plan to expand the Division universe. And this is something I talked about before. Since they're doing a movie, it does make sense to time that with other releases. And that seems to be the case. If you see here, a lot of stuff on the way now. New story after events of Division 2, and explore how the outbreak affect different regions of the United States as agents fight to secure supply routes. Oh, that's just a novel, okay. Which means, I mean, they could make a game out of that, right? It's an exciting time to be a fan. We can't thank you enough for your continued support of Division, and we also want to thank all of our teams that continue to improve, grow, and expand upon the universe. We know many of you are eagerly awaiting more details. Yes, please. On all these projects, and we'll be sure to share them with you soon. But yeah, that is exciting. Like, I didn't see this coming. Like, it was 3 years ago we heard about like Division Ubisoft BR game, which I mean, maybe that rumor was actually Hyperscape, who knows. But with this game being Red Storm, free to play, and with that old rumor, I think that could be something they've been working on for a long time. And hopefully they will go like similar to Apex. They will have skill gap, all this like cool classes and Division and all that. I don't know. I'm just really excited for hopefully a PvP game. Even if it's not a PvP game, like just more Division games makes me excited, because I do love Division franchise. But as all of you guys know, I haven't played much Division 2 at all lately, because to me there's nothing new to do. I don't like the PvP, and the season concept they do, I think it's really bad, and it's just not for me, right? So seeing this, I'm a little bit too excited right now, because I want it to be PvP. And yeah, fuck man, I would just love that. But I think that will be it for this video. I was supposed to script this one, but I'm just too excited, and I just want to share this news with you guys, get your opinions and all that. And hopefully we get more info about this soon, because yeah, I just want to know, is this PvP? Like, what is this game? Like, we don't know shit. Called Heartland 2. I don't know what that even means. But yeah, as soon as I get more info about this, I will make videos. And I should have some Division 1 videos coming out soon as well. So stay tuned for that. But please let me guys know in the comment section below what you think about this. Are you guys excited too? What do you think this game is? Since it is a Ubisoft free-to-play game, like, it gotta be a PvP game, right? Anyway, too much ranting. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I will catch you guys in the next video or on my stream. Have a nice day. Peace.